So exactly 1 year ago, Nike was teaming up with Jacquemus to give us the J-Force 1, which dropped at that time in a 2-color combination. So we had this full white colorway, and we also had a full black colorway as well, which had that synthetic leather material for the upper. But around 3 to 4 months ago, they teamed up again for the same J-Force 1, but this time they brought us some new materials. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at that drop. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really helps out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at the last color combination, which will also bring some new materials for this collaboration between Nike and Jacquemus for the J-Force 1 range. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as previous drops will come in the same brown box, which will have this small Nike swoosh here on top, which will also be present on the sides as well. And we're also gonna have written Jacquemus at the front and also at the back. As you can see on one side, we're also gonna have the sizing tag as well. So let's go ahead and just take them out of the box. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at the third colorway for this collaboration between Nike and Jacquemus, and this one will be the Earth and Metallic Gold colorway. As I said earlier guys, last year in the summer, Nike was teaming up with Jacquemus to give us this J-Force 1 range, which it seems that it's gonna mash up two very iconic releases, one of it being the Air Force 1 range, which was combined with the Nike ACG Terra, which was a release from back in 2006 or 2007. So last year we had that double drop in that full white and full black colorway, which brought us for that upper that synthetic leather material. But it seems that this year around the end of March and start of April, we got this new release, which will bring some new materials and a very interesting color blocking. So this one dropped for the same retail price of £155 here in the UK, which will be around 170 US. And as I said earlier, this one will bring some new materials for this upper, which this time will be a blend between this no-buck in this brown color and this breathable mesh, which for sure will make this drop perfect for the summer. And alongside this release, which it's called Earth and Metallic Gold, we also had some clothing as well. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper, this time we're gonna have some new materials, as I said earlier. So instead of that synthetic leather material, this time we'll have a blend between this brown mesh and this no-buck in the same brown color. So as you can see, the mesh will be present and visible mostly here at the top of the tobo section and also in the midfoot on both sides, where we're also gonna have this metallic Nike swooshes. So on top of this mesh material, we're also gonna have this no-buck, which will be present here at the front and also on the sides of the toe box. We're also gonna have it at the lacing system and also covering the remaining part here at the back of the shoe. As you can see, just above the heel section, we're also gonna have the Nike swoosh and also Jacquemus debossed in this leather, which looks quite nice. As in for the actual lacing system, for this one, I'm gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these brown flat laces, which will have this metal debris here at the bottom, having this JF1 engraved. And as you can see, the end of these shoelaces will have these very interesting tips, made out of the same no-bug material, which will have this Nike debossed. So underneath these laces, guys, for this one we're gonna have the same no-bug material for this tongue, which unfortunately underneath doesn't have any padding. This one here at the top will also have this brown tag, which on top will have this Nike swoosh and also J Force 1 written. Going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this brown lining, which as the tongue won't have any padding underneath. At the bottom, guys, we're gonna have this cheap foam insole, which unfortunately doesn't flex too much, and for sure this one will affect the actual comfort for this pair of shoes. So now, guys, we can go to this foam midsole, which will come in this yellow color, which will be made out of these 2 layers of foam. And this midsole will be kept together with this upper by this woven stitch in this brown color, which for sure looks quite interesting. But as this one won't use any glue, we're gonna have a lot of holes where water can get in, so for sure I wouldn't recommend using these ones when it's raining. Nevertheless, guys, the design is actually looking quite nice, and this midsole is actually quite low as well. Unfortunately, this one won't provide a very good level of comfort, but in the same time I would say that it's quite decent. For sure it would help if you will swap this foam insole with something a bit more squishier. So now, guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this white color, which yet again will be kept in place by the same woven stitch. So this one, as you can see, it's actually quite wide and it will have this waffle pattern. So for sure this one will provide a very good grip and also a stability as well, as it's gonna have this very low midsole overall. As in for the actual sizing, guys, as the previous 2 releases, for this one I went with a half size down comparing with my Nike sizing. That is mainly because these ones are actually running a bit big, and it will be mainly because inside we won't have any padding whatsoever. So most definitely I would suggest you that for people with normal and skinny feet to go with a half size down, and maybe also for people with wide feet as well, as these ones are actually quite wide here at the front. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from Nike in collaboration with Jacquemus for this J Force 1, which dropped a couple of months back. In my opinion, it's looking quite nice, and as I said earlier, this one will also bring some new materials. This one will be perfect for the summer, but as I said earlier, this one won't be too comfortable, to be honest, and I guess it will be mainly because we're gonna have this very stiff foam insole, which I guess will have an easy fix if you can just swap it with something a bit more squishier. So for sure I find that this one is quite interesting alongside the clothing line which dropped next to this one. But as I said earlier, as this one will be a collaboration, the retail price will be quite high unless you are waiting for the sale. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this latest color combination, which will also bring some new materials for this collaboration coming from Nike and Jacquemus for this J Force 1. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at the first release coming for this range, you can choose this video right now. If not, you can choose from the other 2 videos which will contain some of my latest reviews. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.